Guilty here. Decided to come back. It's not another day. If you notice, I'm wearing the same shirt. I guess I could have gone in and changed shirts, and you would have thought that this was another day. But actually, the sun is going down. Actually, it's going down in that direction. And once again, behind me, you can see South Beach, and some of those lights are where the cruise ships come in here in Miami. But me being in or out of the picture doesn't change the shot that much more, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I'm a little darker. I'm not darker. I mean, I just look darker. I mean, yeah. Anyway, still drinking my Blanton's. On my first drink. After 3 or 4, it gets sloppy, and well, God knows what I would say. We're pretty safe right now. Going back to the news of the day, there were several things. I'm just going to, I know we get sick of listening to all this stuff. I'm just going to give you a few comments on it, and you can file them away and use this shit. First of all, let's talk about Bergdorf, our infamous traitor. Walked out on his unit in Afghanistan, stayed gone 5 years playing games with the Afghanistans, trying to learn the language of bigotry. Here at home, his daddy grew a Muslim beard and hair and tried to learn how to speak Afghani. I guess that was so when he went to join him in their new life, looking for virgins or whatever, they could communicate. So here we are again. The day they catch him, he's living in a pot farm or some shit in California or Colorado. Who the hell knows where he is? Let me tell you something. They're talking about giving this guy life in prison. Life in prison as a deserter of the United States Army. Now, I don't know, in the history books, they used to hang those assholes or just shoot them. Now, I know a little bit about prison, not a lot. That don't mean because of personally serving there for any length of time. But I was involved in acquiring a prison for the community, and have learned a lot from the prison officials about what it costs and this and that. I did this back in the late 80s, and back then it was like $43,000 or between $43,000 and $50,000 a year to keep a guy incarcerated in a minimum security prison or a medium security prison. Now, I don't know what the figure is today for a traitor prison, but here we are. This guy is a young guy, so we're going to spend, let's just take the figure 70, 50,000. I said start to say 70 because I figure it's probably inflated that much. $50,000 a year till the end of this guy's life. What a fucking waste. I don't know what lethal injection costs, but if it costs too damn much, how about a bullet in the fucking head? This guy is a piece of shit. And if you want to drag his daddy and them in there with him, that's fine with me too. So you have 2, 3, 4, I don't know how big his family is. Shit, this guy is a piece of shit. Anyway, that's enough on, what's his name? Bo Bergdorf or whatever. A great American hero. My God. And people picketed American sniper. Oh, Jesus. Too bad that he didn't walk in front of Chris Kyle's gun sometime in their, oh wait, they were different places. That's too bad. Anyway, let's go on. The other thing, and I know you're sick of hearing this shit. I'm sick of hearing this shit. You don't even know what this shit's about yet, do you? Ah, I'll tell you, it's Iran. Our deal with Iran. I should say John Kerry and, what's that guy's name? The guy in the White House. Jesus. Well, I'm sure you know. Hussein, I think. Anyway, whatever it is, they made this deal. They're trying to make, I guess they made the deal. I mean, but why should Americans give a shit? I mean, they're just going to screw us over in the end. John Kerry, probably close to a traitor himself if you look at his history in Vietnam and his stances on all of that stuff. I mean, this guy is never had to work a day in his life. He married very well, extremely well. I've been married a lot of times, and unfortunately, I was never that bright. I'm the guy that always had to buy the house. Kerry, well, His wife's probably got more money than the Treasury right now. But that's neither here nor there. I think that's a lot of ketchup you got to eat. And with that kind of money, I think you get a better plastic surgeon. There's something really wrong with his eyebrows. I don't know if you've noticed that, but he doesn't have to have a surprise. I don't know how you make that expression where your eyebrows go up, but this part of his eyebrows, they stick up like this. Well, they don't look like thumbs because they look like hair. But I mean, this guy is really an ugly son of a bitch, and obviously dumber than shit. We're making a deal with Iran, who has never. I don't know how old you people are, but maybe you remember that Iran used to be our ally, right? They had a king there. Actually, we had a great relationship. It was a really neat place. We got pistachios and stuff from it, and it was really good. So then they throw the king out, not us, the Iranians, and they take, God, I can't remember even how many people they took prisoners, American prisoners, during the Carter administration. And we couldn't get them out. They're forever. Reagan came in, they finally made a deal. I mean, these are the kind of assholes we're working with. These people were incarcerated, and I guess I should have looked it up before I got on here, but for a long ass time, a year or something. I mean, it was awful. Anyway, so now we're willing to believe that, oh yeah, we're going to do everything you want. Just give us $100 million of our own money. And $100 billion, that's with a B, $100 billion of their own money back, so they can make the bomb faster, and what they don't need for the bomb, they can give to other radical assholes. I mean, what's that about? How dumb are we, for Christ's sake? This is absolutely ridiculous. These people are liars, cheaters, and killers of Americans. And free people, and not just Americans, free people all over the world, especially Christians. I mean, these people are the garbage of the world. The garbage of the world. And we're sitting here making a deal with them. We're screwing our own Congress, who we say, oh yeah, we're going to let you decide whether we do it or not. Then they take it to the UN before Congress even sees it and gets it approved in the UN. Well, fuck those guys too. I mean, I'm telling you, something's got to change. And I mentioned earlier, I can tell you this. I'm not saying that I'm supporting Trump for president, not that any of you would give a shit what I supported. But I can tell you this, Trump wouldn't be here in this position. In fact, I don't know anybody but these dumb fucks that would. These guys they're hell, they could take them with bird off. Are you allowed to say you can shoot the Secretary of State? I don't know if that's, maybe you're wrong. Well, anyway, that's all on that. I know you're sick of hearing Iran. I'm sick of hearing Iran. These guys are morons. They have no idea what they're doing. All they want is this legacy thing. Well, the legacy they're going to have are the dumbest fucks that ever ran the government. That's the legacy they're going to have. All right, enough of that. How about a story that's more close to home? Actually, it's getting kind of pretty behind me, isn't it? See how the sky's getting blue, the lights are glittering. You can't hear any sirens from that distance, but I'm sure there are some. You may hear some down here below me because I'm on the other side of the bay. That's the high class. Well, actually, this is pretty high class. But anyway, neither here nor there. I got a story to tell you. I'm having to move from this place. I really like it. I mean, I've been here, I don't know, since, I've been staying in this hotel since 10, and moved into a residency in 12, and so this is 15. So I've been here quite a while in this apartment, and I like it. Very comfortable. When you talk so much, your damn cigar went out again. I told you about that, didn't I? Did I tell you it sucked to get it lit again? Anyway. So I get notified about a month ago that the owner, Venezuelan guy, who I've never met, we do this with, I call my guy, who calls his guy, who calls him, and then he calls his guy, who calls my guy, who calls me, if there's a problem. Like I needed a new washing machine a year ago, and I got a new washing machine, but it's a long process. To talk to people, I guess in Venezuela, you may have to use a llama train or something, but it takes a while. And anyway, he's been a great guy, been a great landlord. I didn't mean anything by that. I mean, it's been a good relationship. So anyway, he's put this place on the market, once again for more money than's in the National Treasury, I think, but well, surely more than my bank account. Anyway, so I start looking for a place, and I look at, I guess maybe 6 or 7 places. I thought my phone beeped. Nobody wants me. And so I finally just settled on a place I just love. The view is fantastic. It's the floor space is ideal. The kitchen, I love to cook, and the kitchen. This kitchen is like a one person, maybe a half a person kitchen, and you can't even open the dishwasher here because all the way because the door hits the refrigerator. Anyway, so I find this place. I really like it a lot. Got not so good. Anyway, it's a great place. So I put in an application, which is between the association, that's a condominium association, and the lease thing. I had to fill out like 50 pages of questions. They and this is interesting. I saw like 3 or 4 weeks ago on TV, one of the guys on Fox News was doing a thing. He said about money. He said that 40 or 67% of Americans, if they had to come up with $400 in a 24-hour period, they could not do it without borrowing it from a relative or panhandling. Let me tell you, they can't live here. It cost almost $20,000 in upfront money to apply, and of course that's got the first month, last month, the deposits. I mean, there's some stuff covered, but I mean, you got to have about $20,000. So anyway, I put up my $20,000. I filled out 50 pages this time. I'm gonna brag, but I've got a really good credit rating. I don't want to tell you the number because then you'll try to beat it or scam me, or people will start calling me and want money from me. But I just have good credit. Anyway, got a good credit rating. I've got 2 businesses in Florida. I've got about 3 in Texas. I have an interest in 1 in Canada. So, I mean, I'm a really pretty upstanding citizen. The Texas legislature has passed several resolutions honoring me for, the best one they passed was that I could never get married again. I love that. The first time they tried to get it, it lost by 2 votes on the floor house. But this time, after my 5th, they decided it would be better just to pass the resolution and stop the bullshit. Anyway, I got sidetracked. So you can't move in unless you get the association's approval. And you know, when you fill out those kind of things, I filled out lots of them for lots of different things. Where you put down, you know, you got to have some references and all this. Nobody ever calls it. Shit, these people called everybody. Of course, I put down people that I knew were going to give me a good. Well, who wouldn't give me a good reference? I mean, anyway, so I get these great references. Oh my God, this has gone too long. I just saw the clock there. Great references, right? Great everything. I got great credit. I got blah blah blah. I got this. I got that. Nobody's ever turned me down for anything. Well, someday I'll tell you about Macy's turning me down. I may do that later tonight. Anyway, we wait 2 or 3 weeks. I'm so sure I'm going to move here. I give notice, 30-day notice in this place that I'm moving out. This was about 30 days ago. I'm going to notice I'm still here. All of a sudden, we get this. Oh, and I talked. The condominium association hired a service that checked my credit, checked my references, and all that. And I get this email that says you have been denied. I said, "What do you mean I've been denied?" So I get this thing, and so I'd asked the question, and it said the lady from the Condo Association, since it's like one sentence, misrepresented facts, ... In other words, he lied. I lied on a condo application. I mean, what is there to lie about? I mean, I didn't put anything like I'm purple or I'm Muslim or anything like that. I mean, I lied. So I tried to call him, and I said, listen, I'd like to meet with the board of the Condo Association. And I don't know what you think I've done, but I'd like a chance to rectify whatever you think I've done. I'd like to rectify it. Let's let's rectify it. No, I'm sorry, it's a final decision. I said, well, one of the things that was required was for me to meet with the condo board, and he said, that's not necessary because you've already been rejected. So I went through this for, I don't know, for 3 or 4 days. Finally, they quit taking my calls, blah, 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 blah. And so I started looking for somewhere else. Very pissed, I might tell you. Pissed. And then I realized that they'd actually cashed. I had to make a deposit check to the condo for a month's rent, which was like $4 grand or something. And they cashed the fucking check. So am I hot? Yeah, I'm hot. Have I got my money back? No. They rejected me 2 weeks ago. I still haven't got my money. Anyway, you know what they say? Guilty here.